How's it going, everyone? It's Alex with AC Flips. I'm also here with Alex from Bqool, and today we're going to review some of the new features that Bqool has put out, some of their new repricing features, their AI. There's some really cool stuff there. So Alex is going to walk through some of the new features, and I will be, you know, asking maybe some of the questions that the audience would want to know as well. So thanks for being here, Alex.
Yeah, hello Alex. Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here to Alex's on the channel. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, we have like new feature like which we call AI 2.0. And we like the main difference for this new feature is that it's more profit oriented rules because we have AI 1.0 before and those rules are like kind of aggressive. They try to get the buy box for you. And but some of the sellers they don't want to sell products really fast. They want to actually focus on the profits first, especially like when they start to sell the product or like in the peak seasons, maybe like in Q4, for example. It's sometimes it's better to sell your items slower but with higher profits. So that's why we launched AI 2.0. We have like three different rules there, and today we're gonna share like what all those rules are, like how can you use them, and what is the difference between old rules and the new rules, and many more useful information. And can I ask you like how long have you been using Bqool Repricer before?
I've been using Bqool for probably close to a year and a half. I started
Mm-hmm.
using the basic version. I created my own repricer, repricing rules, and then I started using the AI rules probably at the beginning of the year. So 9 months ago ish, and I think it does a really good job. And I just started using the 2.0, and on a couple of my listings, some of the boost profit ones, and definitely noticed like the price crept up a little bit on some of my sales. So I'm excited to, dive into some of those details.
Okay, perfect. So you actually tried it out already, so it's good. And yeah, let me share our content for today. So first, we're gonna share with everyone like what is AI 2.0 and why did we create it. And after that, we will share about our newest updates because we have like AI 2.0 and we also have the price looping feature. It's similar to scheduler, but like more advanced. So like we're gonna share about that and. We're gonna share like what is the main difference between old rules, AI 1.0, we had before, such as AI Equalizer, AI Sales Booster, and other rules, and compare it to AI 2.0 rules. So we will share like what is the main difference, and we're gonna actually prepare some of the strategies for Q4 with our old rules and new rules together. So it will help you to actually automatically switch between old rules and the new rules depending on your scenario, like or like depending on your sales or the buy boxing percentage or inventory age. So later we will share that, and yeah, like any like questions that you have, and actually like through our video, like if you have like any questions, I think it's always good to ask. So like any questions you
Mhm.
have, you're welcome to ask us.
Sounds good.
All right. So yeah, first let us share like why did we actually create 2.0? Because before we have 1.0 rules, and those are quite powerful, and they are really aggressively trying to get the buy box. So for the sellers that are trying to sell the items faster, or maybe they have like slow moving items, those rules are really good. But then we find out that actually some of the sellers they try to have the item with the higher profits. They want to sell the product maybe slower, but with the higher profits. And that's why we launched AI 2.0. And for you, Alex, do you have sometimes some products that you don't want to sell them fast? You can actually wait and sell them slower, but you want to have the higher profits on each item you sell?
Yeah, I was just going to comment. I have been my sell through rate in August was like over four. So I was priced competitively at all times, basically on most of my listings, and things were selling super fast. And there's a couple listings where I had a lot in stock, and it's one of those where the FBA sellers are getting it at one price, the FBM sellers are at another price. Basically, whatever I list at, if I have a lot in stock, I'm getting the buy box. So some of those types of listings, I'm curious to see if I should be switching over to this new profit one because it's still gonna. I mean, it sells some couple of them sell a good amount per month, so I'm curious if I can still get the buy box while bringing up those profits.
I mean, like usually, like we suggest for the your best sellers, like or use like you to use these new rules for some items that are in higher demand. And like if there's like not too many offers on that listing, then it's also good to use. But if there's like too many offers, maybe like if there's like 30 sellers or 40 other sellers selling the item, then maybe it would be kind of risky to use like the new rules, because then like it's gonna be hard to trigger the price, so it would be hard to uh, like to increase the price of the listing. Because actually like why we launch AI 2.0 is also because we can trigger the market price. We can change the listing price to make it higher. So usually like if you increase the price, maybe other sellers also gonna try to follow your price and then increase it as well. And yeah, like so that's why we created it. And here actually some of the pain points that people usually have before. So like one, it would be like the price keeps tanking. Then some people, they want to get a higher profit per sale, but they can't do it because items that just selling really quickly. And another pain point there would be like is that sometimes you have the peak season and you have those products, you want to sell them with the higher profits at first when the peak season just started out, and then maybe later on like you can sell them faster. But at the beginning you want to make sure you sell them for with the higher profits. And then maybe like another pain point there would be that you know that your product will be profitable, but yeah, you're not sure like if you need to purchase more of those units, or maybe purchase just a limited amount of those units, and you don't want to sell them quickly because you know that you got them, but you won't be able to get more of those products. So you want to make sure you sell them with the high profits. And for you, Alex, do you have like any of those pain points sometimes?
Yeah, I think I've seen every single one of them at some point. So should be helpful for me.
Yes. So this is actually who is it for? So there would be like for sellers who don't actually mind to share the buy box. So for the like, because sometimes you actually want to avoid the price to go down. You can sell it slower, or you can share the buy box with other sellers, but you want to sell it with the higher profits. So this would be like in one scenario. And also like for sellers who bought too little of the item, maybe there was a special promotion on the website and you could get few of the items, but not many other sellers also got the items. So you have this advantage and you can sell the product for a little bit longer, but with a higher profit. So that would be another reason like why someone would use AI 2.0 rules. And also for some sellers who have the FBA or FBM listing and have our AI plan, so they also can have the access to AI 2.0. And for new updates, this is how it actually looks like. So we have like 3 new rules, and the rules are AI boost profit, AI grow profit, and AI max profit. And we also have like price looping feature, and price looping feature is also very powerful, and it's similar to scheduler we had before, but the main difference is that it will help you to change the price actually several times a day, as fast as every 3 hours. So like if you want to trigger the market price, you can do it, and you can set it like every 3 hours, like 4 hours, like up to 24 hours. And you can choose like how long do you want to keep the price. You can keep it for 5 minutes and all the way to 180 minutes. So this is for the price looping feature. And for you, Alex, like did you use a scheduler before for your listings or not?
I did try using the scheduler for one of the AI rules, and it was something to like, modify the price overnight for a little while. But I didn't
Mm.
really fully understand like the meaning behind it. I just have heard from other people that that might help certain listings. So I think I definitely am not as knowledgeable on the looping as I could be.
Yeah, for the scheduler, the main difference is that scheduler will help you to adjust the price every 24 hours. So basically, only can help you to adjust the price once a day. And price looping, it can help you to adjust the price several times a day. And the reason why some people they want to use this feature is because they want to trigger their market price. So let's say maybe there are like 5 people on this listing, maybe there's like 5 offers, and the price went a little bit too down, and you want to try to trigger the price to go up. then like you will use this feature to try to trigger the price. And sometimes it's good to adjust the market price, because sometimes it goes too low and you want to sell it for the higher price. Then you can use a price looping feature. Or sometimes like when you want to win the buy box, sometimes if you change the price and then other sellers they start to follow your price, and then like once you drop the price down again, then like you will be able to get the buy box. So those are some of the scenarios why people would use price looping feature. And here are some of the benefits for our AI 2.0 rules. So like as you can see, there will be like no price tanking, and there will be like high profits per sale. And then also we recommend to use these new features for sellers in the peak season, such as in Q4, because in Q4 there will be like a higher demand for the products. People try to um, buy like a lot of items, and so it's really good season for it's really good time for the Amazon sellers. So it's really good opportunity to use one of our AI 2.0 rules. And it's also sometimes good for the test buys. Sometimes like when you try to get the item and you want to test out the market, you can start with AI 2.0 rules, so it won't help you to aggressively reprice first, and then after some time you can switch it to our AI 1.0 rules. And then it's also good for the new sellers sometimes. So those are some of the benefits of using AI AI 2.0. And here what we have like here are the different rules we have. So we have like AI boost. So we have like AI boost profit, AI grow profit, and AI max profit. And the difference between old rules and the new rules is that our old rules will aggressively try to get you the buy box and will try to aggressively help you to sell your product. But our new rules will actually help you to sell the product slower but with the higher profits, and it will only match the buy box. So the main difference is that our old rules could go to the min price, but our new rules they only can go to the to match the buy box price, unless your min price equal to the buy box price, but otherwise it will only match the buy box price. So this is the main difference for our newest rule. And do you have like sometimes some of the listings that you want to only match the buy box, Alex?
Yeah, there's plenty of listings I'm thinking of off the top of my head that I think this would definitely apply for. The so can you reiterate I guess, what is the biggest difference between the boost profit and the max profit? The biggest versus the smallest aggressiveness?
Oh yeah, sure. So we have like three rules here, and like AI grow profit is kind of in the middle. It's similar to AI equalizer, but in AI 2.0 world. And AI boost profit is gonna be like the most aggressive to go like to the buy box price. So it will go like to your uh, buy box price the fastest, but once it got the buy box, it will slowly go and reprice up. And for the max profit, it will slowly go to the buy box price, and once it got the buy box, it will aggressively going up. So this is the main difference. So boost profit will go to the buy box price quite aggressively, pretty fast, but like once it got the buy box, it will start to slowly reprice up, and the max profit will slowly go to the buy box price, and once it got the buy box, it will aggressively reprice up. So this is the main difference.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I think on some slower moving listings with not a ton of competition, I think either of the rules will or any of the three rules I think would definitely be helpful, because there's times where I think I see a lot of like there's only four sellers and it sells, it's only a 200K ranked product, but you still see the price drop a little bit, which means it's maybe not selling super fast, but also that might trigger a new them getting the buy box. And I think this doing it for you is going to hopefully get you in the buy box more often and get you a little bit higher price than people just
Mm.
dropping, assuming that's the only way to get the sale.
Yeah, actually, we prepared like some of Amazon listings. We're gonna show later, and we're gonna share the Keepa graph and show you how you can see what kind of items are suitable to use for AI 2.0. And first, let me share more about the price looping feature. So as I said
Hmm.
before we have the scheduler, and scheduler only gonna help you to adjust the price once a day, and price looping feature can do it as often as every 3 hours. So you can choose like how often do you want to adjust the price, and then for how often do you want to keep the price, and you can adjust it to go up for a certain amount or go down for a certain amount, and you can choose to go by amounts or by percentage. So this is how it would be different with scheduler, and it's available for our AI 2.0 rules. So the price looping feature, I think it also could be useful for the sellers, and now like we can also share with you like how our dashboard looks, because there's like some little updates here, and the main update is that we added our new rules into the dashboard. So for the sellers, when they have some sales with new rules, they also can go to the dashboard and see it here. And for our AI 1.0 and 2.0, like what is the main difference is that actually the old rules, they are more like sales oriented, and the new rules, they are profit oriented. And it's still good to use both of the rules, because sometimes you just have like different types of listings. Some listings you want to have the fast turnover, but for the some listings you want to have higher profits. So you just need to decide, like, do you want to sell this product faster, or you want to sell this product with the higher profits? And then like you're gonna choose like what kind of rules do you want to use. So now we have like 5 rules for the sales oriented rules and 5 profit oriented, 5 sales oriented rules and 3 profit oriented rules. And uh, and here like we actually can see how do we need to choose between different rules. So if your keep a graph looks like this, maybe like your prices keep going down but the amount of offers is going up, then it's better to use our 1.0 rules, because then it can help you to sell your product faster. But for the new rules, maybe like if you can see that the price is going up and the amount of offers is going down, or maybe it's not keep increasing and the amount of offers is not too high, then like it's good to use one of our AI 2.0 rules. And we actually can show you like particular examples from Amazon. So maybe let me share my screen here and show you what we think would be really good examples for
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
definitely. Let's
uh,
see what the chart shows, because I'm interested to see. It's still like seeing it on paper is great, but I think seeing it in the chart and then understanding which one to pair
mm.
it with is definitely going to be helpful for me, and I know a bunch of viewers as well.
So like for example, here we can see this pair of Crocs, and then like once we go to the Keepa chart, here we can see that the price keep increasing, and then like if you check for the, let's say like for last 3 months, and then like amount of offers is keep decreasing. Then like, so you see like used to be like 12, 11 offers, and now like it's like around 7 offers. Then we think this kind of listing would be really suitable to use one of our AI 2.0 rules, because amount of offers is decreasing but the price is increasing. And then another good reason would be like, for example, this coffee here, and if we go to the Keepa chart, here we can also see that like amount of sorry, okay, so yeah, here we also can see that the price is increasing and the amount of offers is decreasing, or maybe it keeps the same. But in this particular example, it used to be like around 11 offers, then like it's dropped down like to 7 or 8, and it's not drastically increasing. So it's also a good example of using one of our AI 2.0 rules. And
And then,
what do you think, Alex?
oh, go back. Can you go back to the
Oh
chart?
yeah, yeah, sure. Wait a second. All right. Okay. Here's the
So
chart.
I'm clear. So it's working its way up, and in those dips, towards the end, there are just other people, getting the buy box, but then it's working. It's really, recycling back to you at that higher price based on the rule. It's giving, it's really pushing that price up, and the few sellers are getting it lower, but it's really wanting to price higher.
So it will be really good example to try to use one of our AI 2.0 rules. And for you personally, like when do you because you said that you already tried our new rules, and for what kind of listings do you try it on? Like, is it for the listings with the higher demand, or the listings you want to
Yeah,
do the
it's
test
definitely
buy?
a high demand listing. There is a decent amount of sellers, but from what I've noticed, it's the F there's a lot of FBM sellers, and it's the F once the FBA sellers get in stock, they almost get the buy box instantly. So and I have a pretty wide range set, but it's normally like around the same price. And like I said, I switched to the Boost Profit 2.0, and instead of like, let's just say I got the sale at 50, it was up to like 50.9, and then I got a sale at
Mm,
51.4. So it's like I can see it creeping up, um, which is cool to see because that's kind of what I wanted because I knew like the FBA sellers are really getting the buy box. Why not try the one that's going to creep that price up? And that's exactly what happened. So, but it's like I said, there's still a lot of sellers, but maybe the FBA competition was still low. So, but the
mm.
demand is pretty high. So that's maybe why it was still able to keep creeping up on the price.
Yeah, and like the also like the main benefit is not gonna go to your mean price, because sometimes like your pricer try to aggressively compete for the buy box and will go to the mean price, but AI 2.0 it will never go to your mean price. It always gonna only match the buy box price. That's a benefit. And here we actually have some of the examples from our customers. And as you can see, like uh, originally they use a profit maximizer, but then like they changed to the max profit. And as you can see, like once they switch it over, they start to have like around like $1.17 per sale they have extra. So is so as you can see, like maybe like
Oh,
sometimes it's not a lot, but like maybe if you sell like 100 listings per month or like more, than like it's actually gonna be quite a significant amount. Oh, for another
yep.
example, you can see like there's extra $1.96. So I think it's good
Wow.
uh, to try it out like on different listings, and especially like in the busy season, like I said, Q4, and then like try to make the higher profits on each item you sell.
Yep. Yeah, I can see
And
that being a big benefit, especially when, stock counts really start to drop on a lot of those, fast moving products. And yeah, you can sell it, if there's only a couple sellers in the listing and you're listed at a certain price, yeah, it'll sell, you'll get the buy box. But if you can get more out, squeeze more profit out of it, basically, it's only going to benefit. So yeah, I can see myself using some of these 2.0 rules during Q4 for sure.
yeah, because I mean, sometimes you don't need to sell it that fast. Sometimes you can wait. I mean, and at least like for maybe first 2 weeks or maybe even 1 month, you can start with 2.0 rules, and maybe like after 1 month, you can switch it to the 1.0 rules. So first, like for first month, we're gonna try to sell it with least aggressive. So for the first month, we're gonna sell with our like profit-oriented rules, but then like after it will switch to the sales-oriented rules. So first you can
Mm.
try to make higher profits, and after you can move to like faster sales.
Sell
And
out the festival, yeah.
here we can show like what is the example of the price history when people use the AI 2.0. And as you can see, like it keep like increasing and decreasing, increasing and decreasing, and sometimes you can see like there's like extra 30 cents. And yeah, like this is basically how it's gonna look like when you use our AI 2.0. And actually, when you look at the price history, you can see if your repricer is actually a true AI repricer, because some of the repricers on the market, if you go to check the price history, it's always going to reprice by the same amounts. Maybe like it's going to reprice by like 1 cent, so it's always going to be -1 cent, -1 cent, +1 cent, -1 cent. And those repricers are algorithmic repricers, even though they say like, oh, we are AI repricer, but if it's a true AI repricer, it's always going to reprice by the different amounts. So this is actually how people can see the difference. And here, uh, okay, and here we can actually show you. Okay, wait a second. Okay, and here we actually okay, and here we actually prepared some of the scenarios for Q4 using our 2.0 rules and our old 1.0 rules. And before, did you use our conditional repricing or not?
Nope, haven't
No.
touched the condition for pricing yet.
Okay, so conditional repricing is basically going to help you to automatically switch between different conditions. Let's say maybe if your amount of sales is not as good as you wish, then like it will help you to switch it to the more aggressive rule, or maybe it can help you to switch your price or your ROI. There's like different presets you can do, and then it's gonna help you with like it will actually automatically adjust it for you, so you don't need to go and check your listings like every week or like every day. And then we have like 3 different strategies today. The first one is by the unit sold, and the way it's gonna work is gonna see like the unit sold for the last 7 days. So if it's more than a certain amount, let's say more than 10, then it's gonna use the least aggressive rule, which is AI grow profit. Then it's gonna help you to make higher profits on each item you sell. But if it's less than, let's say like 9, then it's gonna use more aggressive rule, which is AI equalizer. So as you can see, like for the last 7 days, like if your sales are greater than 10, then it's gonna use AI grow profit. But if it's less than 9, then it's gonna use AI equalizer. And it will, like every 7 days, it will help you to see like what kind of sales do you have, and it will switch it over like to different rule. So it's kind of like simple rule, but it's also pretty powerful. And what do you think about this strategy, Alex?
Yeah, I love that. I didn't even realize that this was an option. So I definitely would. I'm going to plan to use this in the future because I can just think of a couple listings that, especially when you're test buying, like you said, if it's you can kind of pick that number. Like if you sell the first 5 quickly, then we want to take advantage, and if it's a little bit slower, then we
Mm.
want to switch a different repricer to generate more sales. So yeah, I can see how that's a pretty powerful tool.
Right. Because before people they will do it by themselves manually. They will see like, oh, like how many cells do I have for, and
Yep.
then like they will switch over to different rule. But using conditional repricing, it actually can help you to do it automatically. So like, why do you need to do it by yourself if there's like if our repricer can do it for you?
That's
So
for you.
the, this is the first strategy, and amounts you can always adjust it. It doesn't have to be 10. Like you can see like what is the good amount of sales for you. Maybe it's 10, or maybe it's 5, or maybe it's 15, and then like you just put that number there. Like maybe you put like 15 and 14, or like 5 and 4. So you can adjust it on your needs. And here's another strategy. Like the first one was on unit sold, but this one is for the buy box win percentage. And the first strategy it's gonna help you to adjust every 7 days, but this one is actually gonna help you to switch every 24 hours. So our reprice are gonna go and see like what is your buy box win percentage for 24 hours, and if it's more than let's say 35%, then it's gonna use AI grow profit, which is more profit oriented rule. But if it's going less than 35%, maybe it's like from 34% to 16%, then it's gonna
Mhm.
use more aggressive rule, which is AI equalizer. And if it's going below 15%, then it's gonna use AI sales booster, which is even more aggressive rule. So as you can see, like here it's gonna go and switch it over like every 24 hours depending on your buy box win percentage. Like if it's too low, then it's gonna use aggressive rule. If it's really high, then it's gonna use profit oriented rule. So this is another strategy we prepared. And what do you think about this one, Alex?
Yeah,
This
this
one is
one.
kind of like a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, it's advanced, but it kind of encompasses a lot. So like if you have a certain, it's one of those that you kind of set it and forget it. If you
Mm,
covers everything, right? So you if you're selling fast, it's got the reprice. If it sells kind of fast, or if you get the buy box a decent amount, and then also if you aren't getting it as much, it's gonna all of it's really pushing towards either growing your profit or you're at least generating sales.
right. And here's another strategy we prepared. And this one is actually based on the inventory age. So it's going to go from 0 days all the way to more than a year. So first, from 0 to 30 days, we're going to use the profit oriented rule. We can use AI grow profit, let's say. And so like for the first 30 days, we're going to sell the item with the highest profits. And after 30 days, from 31 to 60 days, we're gonna switch it to AI equalizer. So it's gonna be more aggressive and gonna help to sell our product faster. And after 60 days, so from 61 to 90 days, we're gonna use even more aggressive rule, which is AI sales booster. And after that, because we will start to get some additional fees from Amazon, so we want to make sure that our product is sold. So we're gonna, from 91 days to 180 days, we're actually gonna switch it to even more aggressive rule, which is sales maximizer, and we're gonna lower down our ROI to 10%. So as you can see, it will help you to automatically adjust your ROI, also adjust your rules. And then like from, if it's over like 180 days, then like we're gonna lower down our ROI to 0%. And some people, they even will do it like to negative, like negative 10% or negative 20%, just because they want to sell the product faster and get that money back and maybe like purchase another
Yep.
product. Yeah, because sometimes like if you have your, like if your product is not selling, like sometimes it's okay to lose some money, but at least you can get your money back and you can buy another product and make money on another product. So it's not always good to be waiting there with like high ROI, and especially when you will start to get additional fees from Amazon. And
Mhm.
what do you think about this strategy, Alex?
Yeah, I think this one's good if you have a lot of units. I don't My stuff doesn't really last super long, so if I'm not getting sales at the boost profit, it probably wouldn't benefit me as much. But like I said, if you have some more units or it's kind of a long-term hold, then I can definitely see using this. And you can even, I mean, that was a pretty like you're using every step to really encompass it. But if you want to get everything sold by 6 months, you could skip a couple of the, AI 1.0
Mm,
reprice middle and jump right to sales maximizer from equalizer. Like you can, there's ways to modify that whole inventory age setup. But yeah, I think some people could definitely get benefit. Like I said,
mm,
my sell through rate is too little too fast for it to do anything but probably like the first two repricers. But still, I think that's can still
yeah, so
work.
it's like people can see like which one is the most suitable for them. So as you can see, like first strategy is kind of like gonna help you to adjust every 7 days depending on your sales. Another one gonna help you to adjust every 24 hours, and another one will help you to adjust every month. So you can see like which one like is the most suitable for you, and yeah, you can try to like try to apply a particular conditional repricing strategy.
For also the conditional repricing, I just had no idea that how powerful that can be, so I definitely plan on using that. The examples you use kind of are what I'm going to, go off of and look back on, and I think, yeah, certain listings the conditional will do better than the other, but some of them it could just be as good as, setting the 2.0 repricer and then, revisiting it in 5 to 7 days and determining if you wanna switch
Hmm.
manually. Because I like to I mean, I'm in Bqool a lot, so I kinda get to see my products and how fast they're moving and how much I'm getting the buy box, and I really pay attention to that data. So, that's hopefully this is kind of giving me the conditional should hopefully help me get me less hands-on, which will open up some more time because like I said, I do spend a lot of time in Bqool. But that's because I want the buy box and I want to sell, you know, as fast as possible.
I mean, the conditional pricing we just shared, it's kind of like some of the examples. There are literally, I think like hundreds of different variations you can set, and you can like we just share like some most simple to people, and you actually can make it like even more advanced. You can add some sub conditions. For example, if buy box in percentage is this, but amount of sales is this, then like you're gonna use this rule, and there's like literally like so many different variations you can use with conditional repricing, and you can like make it custom for yourself. So I think it will be something like you can try it out like when you have time, or some of your audience, they can try it out, like because I think it's very powerful feature. It looks a little bit complicated sometimes because you don't know like how to say it right. That's why we prepare those presets. But if you know what you do, then like I think it's really powerful tool.
I think I'll spend some time playing around with the conditional because I think I could really benefit from Yeah, certain listings I know are gonna could do better if I just had some more precision in there with the repricing.
Right, right. So yeah, that's it for our sharing today. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting us to your channel again, and hopefully our new rule is gonna benefit you and also like your audience, especially like in Q4.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Alex, for being on the channel, and Bqool for sharing all the new updates. Like I said, I use Bqool. I've been using it for over a year, and it's been really good to me. And I really like the repricing. I like the functionality, and hopefully those 2.0 rules I will really be able to implement and grow my profits. So thanks again for being on the channel. Uh, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, see you guys.